Well, hello again, and this is Growing with Grace from the Garden to the Jars, and of course I'm Grace. So I was just getting ready to clean all these eggs and how I prepare my eggs ahead of time to make my dog food, and so the thought come across to show you guys how I do a lot of this. And so I got 28 chickens that lay eggs. And I get about anywhere from, I would say 14 to 20 eggs a day. And a lot of reasons why I have the chickens is also because it makes good dog food. And I know everybody's like, well, you got to pay for feed too. Well, a little bit later on in the video here, I'll show you how I make my own, what do you want to call it, food from wood chips and dirt. Okay, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'll just take you through the process of what I do to store my eggs so I'm ready to use them. Okay, run the sink with some water. Then I have my bowl here to put the eggs in. Now, I do have some duck eggs, so I am going to keep them separate. Dogs don't get them. Okay, the reason for the water. Okay, how you tell if your eggs are good? If your eggs stay down at the bottom of the water, then they're good. But if they float, then they're no good. Now, usually they lay flat down. Are you able to see in the water here a little bit? Okay, usually if they lay flat like this, they're fresh. Then if they start standing up a little more, that just tells you they're maybe a couple weeks old, But if they stand straight up, I'll still use them. They're good. But once they float to the top, I throw them out. All right. So for my dog food recipe for my dogs, I need 3 dozen eggs. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, 4, 6. Here's a floater right here. Okay, that egg is no good. So the trash gets to eat it. Now I lost track of how many eggs. I'll be back. Let me count. Okay, I'm back. That was 18. There's 20. Oh. 22. 23, 24, those are duck eggs. Okay, 4, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, and 36. Okay, I use 36 eggs, so they're all, they're all good. Oh, now, here we got another floater. We'll give it to the garbage to eat. All right, let's replace that one. Okay. All right. Now, because they're for the dogs, I don't clean them. They're dogs. All right. Then I have a bowl here, and I just crack them. You don't have to be neat about it. Some people can do it with 1 egg in each hand. I can't. And if you get some eggshells in it, well, not that big of an eggshell, but it's fine too. I have a little bit of calcium to it then, wouldn't they? Okay. We'll just fill this pitcher up, and I'll be back with you as soon as I get this filled up. I got all these eggs done. I got 36 eggs done, and right here is 36 eggs, and this is a 5 cup. If you noticed, I threw all the eggshells down in the sink. That was fast and easy. And then I'll show you what I do with the eggshells later. Like I said, in this household, everything gets used. All right, we're going to go over to the table here. All right, our next step is I got gallon freezer bags. So I'm going to write dog food. And I take this container, stick it down in here. This gets a little heavy for me. try to grab it, and I put all these eggs down in here. Oh! Get as much air out as you can without squeezing the eggs out. And then I put them in the freezer. Make sure it's double. As soon as I fill this up, you have to leave some air space in the bag here. I learned the hard way. I filled it up, I froze them, and the eggs expand, and then it broke the seal, and I had it all over my freezer. So make sure you have some space in between, and then just store it flat like this. Now, I did mention that you will have to feed your chickens some food, but not a whole lot. But I'll show you here. We'll go outside here and I'll show you how I make some chicken feed for my own chickens and that. What was the other thing I was going to say here? I forgot. Oh, right now with summer, the chickens, they're full active and laying eggs. But when winter comes, my production slows down. The chickens do about 50%. So right now is the time that I collect as many eggs as I can and put them in the freezer, so that way I have plenty of dog food for the winter. All right, let's go outside. Out here in the yard, I was telling you this is how I make food for my chickens. I have a tree company come out and we dump all this mulch here, okay? And then, now I did throw a little feed, so I wanted the chickens over here to show you guys, but what they'll do, they'll scratch it, and with all this mulch coming down, then they poop on it, and then it rains, and all the poop goes down into the ground, which produces earthworms and all kinds of bugs. It's just the same thing like you put cardboard down on the ground. You put it there for about 3 days, 4 days, come back, lift it up, you got all kinds of bugs. So the mulch does the same thing right here. And so this is where they get most of their feed. I have it a couple places here in the chicken yard. And, you know, like I said, now I threw some feed down only because I want to show you guys the chickens. And this really helps with the you know, the cost of feed. Now in the winter time, I don't have as much luck. So with all the snow. Okay, well, thank you for sharing this channel with me. And this is Growing with Grace from Grace's Homestead, or from the garden to the jars. And looking forward to see you in my next videos coming up. When I said nothing goes to waste in this garden, nothing, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the eggshells. Oh my gosh, honey, are you with another woman? Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with that hubby of mine. Anyways, here's what we're going to do with the excess amount of eggshells. I said nothing goes to waste, right? Well, your garden needs fed. So here's what we're going to do. I do this. As you see, I'm getting ready to put the garden to rest for the year, but just tossed all these eggshells. There's a lot of them. Hey kitty, you want some, here, want some eggshells? Wow, okay. There, that concludes this video. Y'all have a nice day.